Okay, next, Honorable Milly Odhiambo, member for Suba North.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And Madam Speaker, I want to thank the President for the State of the Nation address that has spoken to very, very many issues. And I wish to indicate that very good coincidence that it fell on the 20th of November, which is also the International Day of the Child. And for many of us, you know, I'm very passionate about the issues of the protection of a child. And Madam Speaker, even though I noticed that was not given primacy, the President spoke a lot to the issues of hardware, of especially development, but I wish there was also a lot of attention. I know the reports have issues of attention on issues of human rights and all that, but I wish it was also given as much primacy, especially as we are also celebrating the 16 days of activism on gender-based violence. And it is very unfortunate that we are seeing a lot of violence, especially during these by-elections, and praying that we can take very firm action. In almost virtually every place where there is elections, there is violence. And I see people giving a lot of excuses about primaries and all that, saying about our political party should have given be fair in nominations. But you find somebody who is violent, who never took part in any political party primaries. They went straight to be independent candidates or came with their own parties, but are still extremely violent. And I'm hoping the government can really take firm action and our courts can punish people very firmly so that we don't excuse or allow violence. Having said that, Madam Speaker, because I know I have very short time, I don't want to speak to the issues of economy that everybody has spoken about. I just want to acknowledge that one of the areas that is normally not noticed as part of national government is NGCDF. And I want to thank the national government for acknowledging that together with NGCDF, the government has delivered 23,000 new classrooms and 1,600 laboratories are still under construction. That has enabled the easing of congestion and giving CBC the dignified facilities that it needs. And Madam Speaker, a lot of us do not realize it, but NGCDF has done a lot of work to change enable access to education in our communities, especially the rural communities. Another thing, Madam Speaker, is also the issue of TVETs that has also changed economic situations. If for young people, that many of the people who come out of TVETs are able to get self-employment. Madam Speaker, it has actually said that the enrollment has leaped from 341,000 in 2022 to 718,000 as young Kenyans embrace engineering, ICT, modern agriculture, hospitality, design, and trades that power a modern economy. I can actually attest that in my own constituency, again with NGCDF, working together with the Ministry of Education, built a TTI at Waondo, and the place has actually just transformed from a small village to now it's almost a town. But above that, you can actually see what the young people are able to do. They are the ones who are building other facilities now within the institutions. They've done the walls, they're doing the toilets, and they are able to be used already, meaning that when they live there, they'd be able to really go out into the community. Madam Speaker, I'd also want to talk to the issue of affordable housing, and I'd request, Madam Speaker, with your kind permission, if I could have just two more minutes, because I can see I have, my time is almost up, but I just wanted to speak.
You can add more time for it.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to say that affordable housing is really a very noble thing. I was very hesitant when it first started, especially for those of us who represent rural constituencies. Madam Speaker, however, I want to say that when I actually saw the affordable housing in Homa Bay town, it's one of the really, really good initiatives, and I wish that the other affordable housing models could emulate what was done in Homa Bay town, because it gives very decent housing, decent and dignified housing to people. Space, and also, with a lot of, space, and even for the houses themselves, they are 1, 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom. So I think it's really a good thing. Madam Speaker, the only challenge that I think we need to face is when you have situations like in Makongeni in Nairobi, where there are people that are being moved, who have stayed there for years, and the government has done a good thing because each of them is being paid 150,000. But I think sometimes where the government is well-intentioned, people mess up situations like that. And you find that there are people who have not been paid their 150,000 because of very minor problems. So you find that sometimes some of those people, because most of them also have rural constituencies, I have people who are originally from my own constituency who are there, so they are stuck, they're looking for alternative accommodation, they don't have money, yet the government has availed 150,000 for them to relocate. We know that there was a point that railway stopped changing the cards of ownership, yet there are people who have stayed there for more than 20 years. I would want to request that the appeals that have been placed in situations like that be considered, and be considered very quickly, so that we don't have people staying out in the cold. I'd also want to make a very special request that when you have religious institutions like Makongeni SDA Church, that is already there, which even the president himself contributed to, but is also being earmarked for destruction. Yes, it's not situated within the area where the affordable housing is going to be done. So I would just want to request that we may want to consider that. I know a lot of people are talking and saying how, they are not seeing development in their areas. Madam Speaker, I'd want to say that in my own constituency, the Rusinga Ring Road is done. There's only just a little bit here and there that needs to be done, but more or less it's been tarmacked. I want to say that in Luanda, the market is at 85%, almost complete. Madam Speaker, I know, and I don't know why the president has to struggle to prove that he has done 90 or 100%. You don't have to do 190% or 80% or even 70%. Madam Speaker, all of us know here, those who have been elected more than once or twice, the most difficult terms are often the first term. So for me, if there's goodwill, that shows that there's work being done. But we need to still up on the issues of human rights. I know there's a lot being done, but we could still do better. And I just want to thank the president. In terms of development, he's on the right track. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the Honorable Member for Emurua Dikir, Honorable Ngeno.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish also to put my voice on this particular presentation by the head of state to this House, Madam Speaker. Much has been said by members, much was said even by the head of state himself in this House, Madam Speaker. My only contribution is that there has been a lot of backlog on development activities in this country, Madam Speaker. So that even today, as we are speaking in this House, Madam Speaker, these are matters which should have been spoken to 10, 20 years ago. The development that the President presented before this House, the blueprint, was a blueprint which was supposed to have been presented in this House 1969, 1970, and these are matters which should have been dispensed with, Madam Speaker. But due to leadership